Einstein's definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. I'm going to say that one more time. Einstein's definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Let me tell you a story. When I first started playing League of Legends, I had no clue what I was doing. None. I came from other games, other genres. I had no clue what a MOBA was. So when I went into the game my first time, I picked Heimerdinger. It looked kind of cool. I went and I played a little bit. We ended up losing. Go figure. I think it was a surrender actually, but we ended up losing. Next game, I'm like, cool, we lost, but I'm level 8. I'm level 8. The only reason why I lost last game was because I was 1. I'm going to clap cheeks this game. I'm level 8. They can't stop me. I'm pretty sure people that play League of Legends, you guys know what happened next game, correct? I was level 1. So going into that game, level 1, I was like, what? All the work that I just did for like 20 minutes is just gone? And that's when I decided I didn't want to play League of Legends anymore. Now, if I stuck to that mindset, I wouldn't be here right now, right? I wouldn't have been a professional coach for going on 10 years. I wouldn't be dominant on my roles. I wouldn't have accomplished anything. The reason why I say this is because I had to change my mindset in order to be where I am today. Okay? So, in this sense, when I say be here today, I don't mean it in the sense of becoming a coach. I don't mean it in the sense of doing YouTube or doing Twitch. I mean it in the sense of being great at something. Being able to say I'm above average at something. Being able to say I reached the top. Right? That is a self-fulfillment for anything. It doesn't matter what it is. To know that you've done the best you can do and to notice that you become the best you can be is a feeling that can spread across anything. So, one of my old girlfriends a long time ago, her brother said, let's play League of Legends. You guys know what happened. I didn't like it because I lost all my progress. He was like, let's play. And I was like, I don't really want to. He was like, let's play. So I did. He was older than me. So I did. And I was like, okay, let's play some League of Legends. I don't remember what champion I played, but I remember what champion they played. They picked Wukong. Back then, Wukong's stance was a little bit cooler than it is now. I mean, it's not bad now, but he had a different picture. And so he looked really, really cool. And he got in the game, and he was beating everybody, and he's basically just smurfing on him. Then, the next game in, they played Vi. He played Vi, and again, just made it look broken. Just insanely good. Just clapping everybody. I'm like, I just played the wrong champion. So, I picked a different champion. You guys could probably tell what happened next game. I still did bad. So, I was confused. I was really confused. I didn't understand. But what I did understand is if you can do it, I can do it. There's no way you're going to be better at this game than I will. I promise you, I will be just as good as you or better. So what did I do? I shifted my mindset. I changed the way I thought about that game. Instead of trying to have that game be a game that it's not, instead of having that game be an RPG, role-playing game, be a game where, you play for a certain amount of time, you put experience points into your character levels up, and you continue to grow and you continue to be strong. Instead of trying to force League of Legends to be that game, I had to think about League of Legends being League of Legends. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because that's a lot of what we have to do if we want to improve. It doesn't matter if you're playing normals, it doesn't matter if you're playing ranked, it doesn't matter if you're playing ARAM, it doesn't matter if you're playing Earth, it doesn't matter if you're playing TFT, whatever you're playing, period. You need to change your mentality, you need to change your mindset in order to improve. Once I hit level 30, I hopped into rank, I was like, it's about to go down to Funky Town. It went down all right, all the way to Bronze 5. I started Bronze 2, demoted to Bronze 5. I was there for about a year or two. Look, I'm just saying, I spent some time down there thinking. And I was wondering, why am I Bronze? I pretty much did what a lot of players do back in the day, especially lower elo players like that. They tend to look for someone as an idol. My idol was Faker, Dade, and I believe Izahun at the time. But I could be wrong. But Faker and Dade, it got to the point where I named myself, I think LCK Dade or something like that. Look, I was going down. I was trying to be the best. Needless to say, changing my name didn't have any impact on my gameplay. It had no impact on my gameplay. And changing the name didn't matter. It wasn't the name that I had to change. What I had to change was in here. What I had to change was it's not my team. What I had to change was it's not something that's out of my control. What I had to change is it was something that was inside that I need to change in order to improve. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. I wouldn't have got good enough to actually play ranked if I would have stuck with the mentality of League of Legends not being League of Legends. I wouldn't have been good enough to climb out of Bronze 5 if I didn't change the mentality that I had about games being just unfair or it's not worth my time or anything like that. And that's another thing. We want to change that mentality. You want to change that perspective about it doesn't matter. It's a waste of time. Because what's a waste of time is you doing something over and over and over, going nowhere. What's wasting time is playing hundreds to 200s to 300 to 400 games, going nowhere. Of course, even if you're playing normals, it's the same thing. You're playing over and over and over, but going nowhere. You're not getting better. You're not winning more. You're not learning anything new. You're just clicking play. Now in normals, it's a bit different. In ARAM, it's a bit different. It's okay to just kind of not want to get better. It's okay to say I'm just gonna play a game or two and chill. That's what I'm doing. But if we take this to the ranked aspect of things, this doesn't fly. It's a waste of time to queue into rank and waste 9 other players' time. The fact that you're not playing to your peak, the fact that you're not playing and trying your best, not only ruins your teammates, but it ruins the other 5 players' experience of trying to improve themselves. They could be going against someone great and learning from you, but they can't because of the mindset that hasn't changed. The mindset of I don't care. The mindset of this is a waste of time. The mindset of I don't really care what rank I am. The mindset of I don't plan on doing anything with League. But again, you queue. If every game is 1 hour, not 1 hour. If every game is about 45 minutes, I'm going to just say it's an hour. Forget it. Just, one game is an hour. You play 1,000 games a season. That's 1,000 hours doing nothing and going nowhere. And sometimes you get even lower. We have to change. We cannot do the same thing over and over expecting different results. We can't say, I want to get to this rank, I want to improve this much without changing anything to get those results. I had to change my mentality on each role that I played in order to get results. When I first hit Diamond, I was ecstatic. The next season that came, I think, stuck in Platinum 4. How? How could someone that was Diamond be stuck in Plat 4? Or Plat 5, I'm sorry. It was Plat 5 at the time. The reason being, I had the same mentality. I tried doing the same thing and it wasn't working. And I kept trying to do the same thing over and over and it wasn't working. So what I had to do was erase everything from my mind and relearn everything. Because that's the surefire way to make sure you're doing something correctly, is erasing everything you knew about it and starting back from the bottom. Change that mindset. Change what you think. Change how you play. Change playing multiple champions. Just play one. Play 2 if you need a backup. Change playing multiple roles. Just play 1. Change 2 if you need a backup. That right there will help you. Change how you play your lane. If it doesn't work one time, why didn't it work? Change how you play mid-game. If it doesn't work, why didn't it work? Change how you play team fights. If it doesn't work, why didn't it work? The easiest way to get better at anything is trying something, wondering why it doesn't work, trying it a different way, and getting to that success. This comes with everything in life. Doesn't matter what it is. We wouldn't have computers if what they didn't work the first time, which guaranteed you didn't. You have to fail first before you can succeed. So it definitely did not work. And if they just kept trying to do the same thing, we wouldn't be here. League of Legends wouldn't be a thing. If Riot kept trying to do the same thing, we'd be in the same graphics we had back then. And let me tell you, the graphics was not... That was back when the Poppy could push Baron. It wasn't the time you wanted to play. I'm going to tell you that right now. We don't want that time no more. That's the thing. We have to change. If you want to improve, If you want to get better, you have to change. Hiding behind the I don't care, hiding behind it's a waste of time, hiding behind all these excuses to say why you're not having any success, why you're not reaching any goals, is what makes you a failure. Period. If you go to school and you get F's, you're a failure. Why? Because the grade is an F. It's for failing. And if you continue to get F's, does that mean that it's a waste of time because I'm failing? No. It's a waste of time because you're there doing nothing to fail. Why would you want to fail? You have to be there anyway. You're choosing to be there. I mean, some of you guys might not be choosing to be there, or some of you guys, when you guys were there, might not have been choosing. Regardless, you're there. You're doing it. So why not be the best you can be at it? A lot of the times we're just losing our competitive edge. What's the point? Now that's a waste. That's a waste of time. Not getting to the rank, not hitting diamond, not hitting gold, not getting out of bronze. The waste of time is you doing the same thing, saying the same excuses, expecting different results. Streamers do this all the time. They'll stream. They'll stream to 1 to 2 viewers. Oh, Twitch doesn't matter. I don't care. But you're streaming. It matters. Why are you doing it if it doesn't matter? YouTube's the same way. People with no views. Some content is really good, by the way, people that have no views, I'm just saying. But people with no views doesn't change. I just make videos and make videos. You're not. You went to YouTube to make videos for people to watch. You went to Twitch to make video or to make content for people to watch you. You go to play ranked to climb. So the only thing wasting time, the only thing that's really failing is your mindset. Change that, and I promise you, your rank will change, your gameplay will change. You'll be so much better than you realistically think that you can be if you just change. Change that mindset. Start with the little things. Discipline yourself with the little things. Think about what you can change. Well, I can change playing when I'm hungry. I can just eat first. I can change not playing when I'm sleepy. I could do that, right? I can not play when it's cold. I can not play when I'm sweating. I can pick a different location to play in. I can not play when people are home if they distract me. Right? That's stuff outside of the game we can take care of. I can not play a game when I have to use the bathroom. I'm pretty sure you guys had that person. Hey, can we end this? I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta take a number 2. What you mean? Why don't you do that before you play? I'm just saying. I gotta go in a few minutes. Why you queue up if you know you had to go in a few minutes? It's the same thing. That's things that we can change. Now, when we talk about the end game, what can we change there? There's a lot of variables that we can't change in League, obviously. But what can we change? The champs that we play, the roles that we play, the focus that we put into it, the builds that we do, the runes that we take, the cooperation, the understanding, the mental awareness, the mental health, honestly, right? Staying calm. These are things we can change that will overall affect our performance. Before you can go ahead and take on the big challenges, like getting to X rank, you gotta take on those little challenges, like playing when I don't have to use the bathroom, like playing when I'm not hungry, picking a champ that I know I'm good at, picking a role that I know I'm good at, not alt-tabbing during your game. If you play loud music that gets you to be really proactive and be aggressive, try not playing that music. Play different music, or just don't play music at all. Start with the little things that affect how you play. Start with the little things that affect how your game runs. And that will help you. I promise. But in order for you to do anything, you gotta change. It's not a waste of time to play. It's perfectly fine. We want to play, we want to do our thing, cool. But it's a waste of time to play and ruin everybody else's game. It's a waste of time to play as a mode that is there for people who want to try, and you just not go nowhere. It's a waste of time. to have those excuses to why I don't want to go anywhere. Excuses are what cause you to fail. Excuses are what cause you not to get better. Excuses are what causes you to stay in the same spot for months and years. If you were in the same spot for months and years, anywhere else in life, you'd be labeled a fool. Why do you want to flip burgers for 30 years? Now, I do understand some people do have to do that. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying, if you have the opportunity, to get that raise, if you had an opportunity to become manager, and all you had to do was change your mindset, why would you not do it? Why would you stay flipping burgers if you know that you can be manager? Why would you stay in the rank that you are for hundreds and thousands of games if you know you can be this rank? It doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter your race, it doesn't matter your gender, it doesn't matter your ethnicity, considering my definition of race is human. I'm going to just say ethnicity. Your nationality, doesn't matter what it is. I've worked with all types of players, from young to elderly, from black to white, from Asian to Mexican, from Russian to Korean. I've coached a Korean before. Man, gang. But one thing they all have in common, Canadians too. Look, I'm not Canadians. I see y'all. But one thing they all have in common is they change their mindset. If this is something that I'm going to be doing, this is something that I want to be the best at. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be frustrated. I want to get somewhere. I want to prove to myself. Anyone who says it doesn't matter, anyone who says the games are horrible, anyone who has all these excuses are players who never will and never have been to a higher rank. Players that are higher rank, they say they like it. Why? Because it shows how good they are. And any of your friends that are higher rank, you respect them. Why? Because it shows how good they are. They have the same tools you have. Only difference is you're not using them. That burger flipper has the same opportunity as the guy making fries. Only difference is the burger flipper don't care. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to just be here every single day in the same spot for years, doing nothing. The fry guy, I want to better myself. I don't care if I'm not manager yet. I'm gonna move from the fries to the ice cream. I'm gonna move from the ice cream to the cashier. I'm gonna move from the cashier to the... It's these little small victories that causes that person to become a manager. It doesn't just happen overnight. And so please, if you are not going to change your mindset, if you're not going to change your mentality, just don't play ranked. Stop ruining 9 other players' games. Stop wasting your time. Go do something else. But the fact that we're going to queue for a mode that's designed to test our limits, and we have this mindset of I want to continue to flip burgers for the rest of my life, it's something that's got to change. And the only thing that's going to change it is you.